Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition with Fricksauce. We are back on the Storm Coast after a brief interlude at Haven to offload some items and create the Mercy's Crest that we need to challenge the leader of the Blades of Hysarians. So without that, we can't get into the camp, and the ultimate goal is to bring the Blades into the fold of the Inquisition and make them agents. So that is what we're on our way to do. Killing them along the way, of course, is inevitable. Alright, so we're going to follow along the path until we end up at the at their base of operations. I don't think I wanted to necessarily go exactly this way, but I can't go straight up. I will follow the path. Serpent stone. Excellent. Nugs.
One down.
There it is. So we're just going to do a quick save. Here we go. Come on in here. I guess it would help if I had put on the crest. I forgot. There we go.
So you would challenge the Blades of Hysarian?
Apparently I'm going to talk to his tummy.
You killed soldiers of the Inquisition. We cannot let this stand.
You want justice? Claim it.
That's right. Announce your move. That'd be great.
Watch your step! Nothing.
As long as everyone here respects the outcome.
He was carrying cotton.
At your service, your worship.
I wouldn't step there.
Your worship, the blades of Hasarion are at your service. If you want eyes on the coast, here we are.
I've not heard of the Blades of Hasarion.
Our work is often misunderstood, but we serve Andraste and whoever proves worthy of wielding us.
You and your Blades are loyal to the Inquisition?
We're loyal to you. I suppose that's the same thing, your worship.
So there's no ill will over what happened with your former boss?
The man was a bastard. You're not the first to stand up to him. You're just the first to win, and we're happy with that. Besides, I would rather swear my life to the Herald of Andraste.
Do you have anything to report?
Nothing of note, your worship.
I should go.
You know where to find us.
Yay, agent acquired.
What can we do for you?
I guess nothing.
Do you have anything to report?
Nothing of note, your worship.
Very well.
Bryant, did you borrow my knife?
I think they should have given us
just a girl.
blades of
I remember them,
Hasarion armor.
you know.
I know. We'll be safe here.
Hard in Hightown, Chapter 2, by Varric Tethras. Magistrate Dunwald's butler had the air of a man who had never risen before dawn in his life. He stared down his nose at Donnan Brennikovic and his partner Jevlin, as if he were on some lofty balcony above them instead of standing in the parlor in his dressing gown. The magistrate is indisposed. This can wait until a reasonable hour. He gestured for the guards to see themselves out. The magistrate is dead, Donnan corrected him. Wake the household. As the butler left, Jevlin shifted uneasily in his new armor. Shouldn't the captain be here? You want to go back to the barracks? Be my guest, Donnan said with a shrug, only half listening as he studied the collection displayed in the room. A dozen ancient swords lay nestled in display cases, protected from dust and prying fingers. He moved to lift the lid of the nearest one. Jevlin started to protest, but then the doors opened. She had eyes the color of topaz and dark hair that fell across her brow like sword strokes. She strolled into the parlor with such dignified elegance that Donnan didn't realize for several minutes that she was clad in a housecoat and not a ball gown. You have news about my husband? What's Seamus done this time? Forget to pay his bill at the Rose? She seated herself and indicated to the guards do the same. Donnan nodded at the recruit to speak up. Jevlin started, No, Lady Dunwald, actually. She interrupted him with a wave. Marielle, please. Lady Marielle, your husband has been murdered. Donnan took over for the flustered recruit. When did you see him last? Marielle stared at him, her jewel-colored eyes wide, and her voice cracked on... Murdered? Seamus? But a heartbeat, maybe two, passed, and she again became the perfect picture of noble grace. I saw him at dinner, she answered in a tone anyone might use to comment on the weather. He left before dusk. He said he was going to play Wicked Grace with the Comte de Favre. Do you know of anyone who might have wanted him dead? Jevlin asked softly. People want magistrates dead on principle. She gave a wry smile, but her voice grew pained. Criminals. Political rivals. Even people in districts who disagreed with him. She drifted off, lost in thought, and then turned to Donnan, eyes blazing. A week ago a letter came. Vague threats. I thought it was nothing, but it upset Seamus. Who sent it? Donnan asked. It wasn't signed, but the seal was 6 crossed swords. Well, at least we know what the blades read. The conversion of Hasarion. Beloved Andraste, sit well at the Maker's side and know my sorrow, for my heart was weak until it served your greater glory. As she was my enemy, I heeded the words of the betrayer and so sentenced her to die. Thus she was bound upon the pyre, so that all might bear witness. But as the prophet burned, a silence fell, for though flame licked mortal flesh, she would not cry. The hearts of the people filled with shame, and all were silent with her. I thought it defiance, and though I marveled at her strength, my heart was yet unmoved. It was then the prophet raised her eyes, her visage wreathed with sacred flame. It was then I saw her sorrow and her acceptance. I felt the flame eat mine own flesh. I felt its slow death upon me, and knew her suffering. Through flame I walked and drove the sword into her heart, and so the prophet was released. The Maker whispered in my ear, and knew I had become the instrument of his will. An interpretation of the conversion of Hazarian, written in 734 Storm, claims that it draws from a text written by Hazarian himself, remain unconfirmed.
See? I told you.
All right, all right.
A bitter note. A note presumably penned by the Blade's former leader. I do not care what the Inquisition claims. They lie to serve their own purpose. Do not listen to their corruption. These hills belong to the Blades of Hazarian. And have I not been good to you? You follow my will as you would the will of Andraste. So you have sworn. Oh my goodness. They read a lot. Initiation for the Blades of Hazarian. The oath sworn by new converts to the leader of the Blades of Hazarian. You were lost, as were we all. Grant me purposed. Purposed? Purpose. You were unhearing, as were we all. Let me obey. You are the sword, as are we all. Wield me in her name. Hello there. Alrighty. Well, we have done what we came to do. I think maybe we can get that other astrarium. Let's see, where am I going? I am going... I think because I don't want to come through this cave, I'm going to come back up here. We'll catch a mount and run down the hill. Well, let's go this way.
Nothing to report, sir.
Oh, actually, let's refill some potions. Just a few. Oh, I thought I had him use. Oh, that's Cassandra. Ugh, I keep forgetting. Whoops. Everybody comes up on the potions table for whatever reason. Alright.
Whoa!
Alright, I think here we probably dismount. Because this is Dragon Baby territory. Yep, there we are. Mount is not going to do me much good here. Okay. Yay, dragon blood. And dragonling scales, yay! Oh, tried to light me on fire. I'll light you on fire. I didn't drop anything. Nah. Got me. Yay, my dragon blood.
Do enjoy this time, Enchanter. You may miss your freedom when you lock yourself back up in some tower.
Imprisonment is largely a matter of who holds the keys.
You so often come out on top. You play the political games brilliantly.
A compliment, although you speak it as a curse.
You could use those skills to improve the lives of your fellow mages. Instead, you have done nothing save consolidate your own power.
What if keeping my power might in fact improve the lives of my fellow mages?
You honestly believe the world is better off with you setting its course?
I need not be in the spotlight, but after watching others try and fail, why should I not have a turn?
Then, Enchanter, I leave you with the greatest curse of my people, Durtharamar.
What rustic elven curse is that, apostate?
May you learn.
Burn, I think. Oh, there's a big old rift down there. I don't think that's an easy one either. But we shall attempt it. Maybe. Constellation Fen'harel. Commonly referred to as the Oak, the constellation for Vanus is generally represented by a towering tree with leafless branches. Many scholars believe that this is a representation of nature that harkens back to the lore of the early Neromenians, whose beliefs largely align with animism, prior to the rise of old god worship and the creation of the Tevinter Imperium. Others, however, believe Vanus was originally a constellation of the Elven people, specifically a depiction of Andruil, goddess of the hunt. Virtanadal, or Way of the Three Trees, is a central tenet of Andruil, and some think that Vanus originally represented this concept. From A Study of Theodosian Astronomy by Sister Oren Paterkius. And the doorway is open. I think that just went through my head. Well. Maybe we will tackle that rift before we go. Well, and if we win, then we don't have to come back. So. It's more efficient if we do so. Although I probably will die. Yay, more skulls to touch. There it is. Oh, that was it. This hut is mine. Morin's Outlook. The large statue situated at Morin's Outlook once served as a marker for ships coming to trade with the dwarves. Beyond an assumed connection with the great port of Darewin's Mouth, nothing is known of the statue's namesake. From The Storm Coast and Its History by Brother Vincent, Chantry Scholar. Oh, there. I was like, which one are we referring to? Alright, I don't know what that was, but okay. People live in very damp houses. I'm trying to get myself stuck. Whee! Looks like they were trying to do more, or perhaps that's just stored for repairs. An odd thing to do, since they would weather the same as the boards themselves on the bridge. Alright, I don't think this is an easy one, so we're gonna give it a go. But first, time to a save.
Back me up!
Hey. Yeah. No. Excellent. That wasn't as bad as I thought. Rifts on the coast complete. And the shard is ours. Haha. Yeah, who's sneaking up on me? Dragonlings! Sneaky bastard. A challenge, you ruddy bastard. You'd be laying at the bottom of the ocean if it weren't for me. The Marlin would have spiked and dropped you. I saved your life, and this is how you repay me? That catch was ours. We both worked for it. You're not getting away with this. I'm getting the gold you owe me, even if I have to beat it out of you. Just so you don't run off like the little shit I know you are, I did your sister. That's right. So if you've got the stones, meet me by the old camp. We'll settle this. Terrence. Well, someone lost. Oh, maybe they both did. I guess that would be the gold. I'm just gonna head back up this way because I think there was something on the other side of the basalt formation. Formation? Oh, that was a bad way to come. Could have slid down. That would have been unfortunate. I don't think I want to go that way. That's weird. I thought there was something up here. No! Well. I was on the other side. On the wrong side of it. Now I'm stuck on rocks. There was something up there. I was just on the wrong side. That sucks. And here we go again with this butt in the air pose. So undignified. Anyway, let us run along. I should light up the shards. It's like a Christmas tree. Inquisition tree? Maker tree? I don't know. Inquisition tree, we'll go with that. Look at that. Oh, Tannenbaum, be tortoise and dine on pleasure. Or something like that. They do not speak German. Or sing it. Now I have to get back down. Take that and that. So we probably shouldn't attack the Hazarians now. Sup? Oh, now we can pick up the stuff out of there. Take that. And we'll take that. Thinking that shard is... Oh, okay. I was going to say it's not in the sea, but here it is.
How many keys does this stupid temple have, anyway?
1 million. It has 1 million. And luckily, I think just one more for us to pick up. Because, yikes. I think that was my cue to shorten this trip up a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I think it's time to get off. There we go. Climbing rocks. Which I don't actually know if this is going to be a successful way to do this. Oh, look what we found. Some wine and cheese. And a very strange overlook. Ah, dead end. Ooh, I didn't think I was gonna get up there. Still not sure it's gonna do me any good, but ooh, yeah, I'm totally gonna die. I'm gonna try to die. Ugh, gotta go around. I think I picked the wrong way to go up. Yes, I did, because here was the path all along. There we go. All right. And on that note, I think this is a good place to end. So I will say Auf Wiedersehen, and thanks for watching. And if you like what you see, please don't forget to like and subscribe below. And I will see you in the next episode.